Hi, my name is Gwen. I'm going to do a series of short tapes or short recordings. Well, not so short. And it's going to be about several topics that people of African descent need to really look at. I'm going to talk about Christianity, my journey with Christianity, and some of the history of Christianity, and why it has outlived its usefulness for black people. Going to talk about male female relations and how that's going to be something we got to look at, and a myriad of other topics. Um, so, without a lot of unfocused stuff, I'm going to focus on my preamble for the rest that's going to matter for the rest of what we're listening to. First off, when I talk about a topic, in order to avoid jumping all over the place and losing focus and seemingly rambling beyond what I want to be rambling, I'm going to focus on narrower topics than what I would say needs to be done because it's a big subject that's holistic in nature. So when I do talk about something, it's not going to be an or, it's going to be an and. All of the things I'm going to talk about is something that supports the other topic and they relate to it and they go together. But because I need to address issues one issue at a time, I'm not going to be able to put it together like it needs to be, but it's really like a big old complicated quilt. They go together, they work together. Strings weave into each other's area. And so it all supports one another. So look at it as an and or in addition to type thing rather than a or. So if I'm given some topics with reasons that seem to contradict each other, they don't. They go together. Like if I say reason one for doing X, Y, and Z action, and then on the next day I say another reason why we're doing X, Y, and Z action, it's because they go together. They support each other. It's additional reasons, not or reasons. Like contradictory. No, it's and. Everything's an and. Another thing I'm going to do is not going to name relatives or friends. I'm going to give a fake name and sometimes a fake place and time because I don't have the right to put other people's business in the street without their explicit permission or them sitting right next to me giving me permission. So I'm not going to talk about relatives by name. I might talk about something to do with the situation. I will absolutely lie about the exact place that it happened at or even the exact city. I'm going to say things like Midwest or small town or large town. I'm not going to say where it was or what neighborhood, but I will tell you the circumstances that I think are relevant, such as I was one of the students who was never bused. I went to all black schools in my youth, one of the last generations of people who didn't go to bust schools. I can't tell you how grateful I am for that. So I won't be telling my friends and relatives personal business. There's no amount of money will make me tell somebody's business. There's no amount of fame or any of that. You don't have a reward big enough for me to tell somebody's personal business. That's just dishonorable. Among the things I'm going to talk about is some of the old values that black people need to get again, because we lost some of them when we were busted, in my mind. Um, so those are the two biggest preambles. Is that I'm not going to tell you exact places, time, or people, and I'm not going to put nobody's personal business in the street if I can help it. Unless, and even so, I'm gonna disguise who it is, cause, and I do plan on lying about whoever, I mean, where the place and time was. And so, without further ado, we're gonna go to our first taping. So I'm gonna set this aside and put it on stop and save and see what we can do with that, and then I'm gonna come back with my journey in Christianity. Okay.